When leaders start to act like children, and children start to act like leaders, then you know it's time for change.
People, not corporations, influence politics. We demand equal rights for all. We demand.
All over the world, millions of young people are out on the streets.
We demand.
They are seeking an action plan against climate change. About 6.6 million protesters stormed the streets of Montreal, Vancouver, Rome, Toronto, Sydney, London, Stockholm, Santiago, and New Delhi early this week, trying to shake governments out of complacence.
After we spent generations just trying to access clean water, now we gotta fight these people. And we're dying basically in our community, and it's not right. We just want access to clean water, and we cannot access it for generations, and we need your help. Enough is enough. So what do we want? What do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! What do we want it? Now!
Glaciers have shrunk. Global temperature is shooting up. Trees are flowering sooner. The sea levels are rising, and almost all the cities are flooding. Greenland started melting early in 2019, and when Europe's midsummer heat wave arrived, 90% of its surface had melted. How much damage have we already caused to the Earth? Experts say human activities over the past 50 years have probably warmed our planets more than 95%. The industrial activities in the past 150 years have raised atmospheric carbon dioxide levels from 280 parts per million to 400 parts per million. The World Meteorological Organization says that the carbon emission in the past 4 years has increased 20%. This visualization by NASA shows the carbon emission caused by fires from 2010 to 2018, where the color bar reflects the quantity of carbon emitted. The warming trend over the last 50 years was nearly twice as compared to the previous 100 years. The average temperature of the global ocean since 1961 has gone up, and it has been absorbing more than 80% of the heat added to the climate system. This is causing seawater to expand and contributing to rise in sea levels. Widespread decreases in glaciers and ice caps have also contributed to the rising sea level, and it's alarming because sea levels are rising by 5 millimeters a year. According to NASA, for the past few decades, the ozone layer above the southern hemisphere has depleted drastically.
Every 30 years, 1 degree is likely to increase. So at the end of the century, if no proper mitigation is taking place in an active way, the current way how we emit carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, there is a possibility of end of the century, from the current 1 degree rise, it will go up to 3.5 degrees rise will be there. Okay? So this will lead to enormous impact.
What about the frequent floods that is throwing lives out of gear around the world? In 2019, India witnessed widespread floods. States that included Assam, UP, Bihar, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, and Kerala got flooded. In fact, these are all warning signals. Remember the Paris Agreement of 2015? This is an agreement within the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by at least 40% by 2030. Well, scientists around the world have now warned that even if every country meets the carbon emission cuts according to the agreement, the world would still be 3 degrees warmer, which is potentially catastrophic. Now, what do we do?
How to mitigate this emission of greenhouse gases? India is also committed 2 ways. One is go for increasing the renewable energy usage, so that ultimately the emission of carbon dioxide due to thermal power station will be minimized. Not only carbon dioxide, even other things also, when you minimize this, will happen. And alternatively, to meet the increasing energy demand, government has committed to raise renewable energy sources to about 175 gigawatts in the years to come, and mainly about 100 gigawatts through solar energy, where in India it is available in plenty almost throughout the year. Hydro energy, wind energy, that is also happening throughout the places. Even in Tamil Nadu, we have considerable amount of wind energy generation. Okay? And the third alternative is going for bioenergy based on biodiesel, etc. That is of course considered as a carbon neutral, slightly time consuming.
Though a lot many measures are being put in place, they haven't instilled confidence in people at large. This hopelessness has provoked millions of young people to protest against the rising climate concerns and are demanding action from the world political leaders. Greta Thunberg, the Swedish teenager who inspired the largest ever mass marches on climate change, says young voices must be heard and adults must take action to protect everyone's future. But are the world leaders listening?